Disney's latest film is set in a world where animals have evolved and they now live the way people do. The world is split into several different regions where different animals live similar to their natural environments. The largest city is that of Zootopia, where all the animals live together and anybody can be whatever they want to be. Young rabbit Judy Hopps dreams of becoming the first rabbit police officer in Zootopia. But she will quickly learn that there is much more to Zootopia than she originally thought. When several predators start to go missing, Judy decides to take on the case and find them to prove that she can be a police officer. So, what makes Zootopia an interesting film for both older and younger people? How does it manage to convey a great message while remaining enjoyable for the younger audiences? And most importantly, what is the true message to take away from Zootopia? Let's find out. Before we can talk about the message to take away from Zootopia, let's take a look at our characters. Our protagonist, Judy Hopps, is the first rabbit of the Zootopia police force. Judy has always dreamed of becoming a police officer, and she worked very hard to get there. To make up for her lack of size and strength, Judy has become very resourceful. She always manages to figure out a way out of any given situation using her environment and her resources to her advantage. Judy is also very witty. She usually has a comeback for any remark against her. The best trait that Judy has though is definitely her determination. She was determined to become a police officer. She was determined to prove herself when she was on the Zootopia Police Department, and she was very determined to crack the case. Judy's determination, along with her resourcefulness, and her wits, and her cunning nature, make her a really great protagonist to watch. Joining Judy along for the ride is the sly fox conman, Nicholas P. Wilde, better known as Nick. Nick contrasts very heavily with Judy, yet at the same time he's a great parallel to her. He's just as cunning, just as witty, just as resourceful, and he's just as determined. Except he uses all of these traits to make it through the streets and to make himself a quick and easy buck. He knows his way around the streets well, since he knows everyone there, and he knows how to get pretty much anything done. Along the way, the viewer will get to see that there's much more to Nick than just a simple conman. Remember, in Zootopia, anyone can be whatever they want to be, so there's gotta be a reason why Nick chooses to live his life as a conman. Nick and Judy work well together, and they make a really good team. They conflict a lot seeing as how she's a police officer, and he's a conman that was just roped into joining her along, but seeing them work together is great, and they both complement each other very well. So that covers our two main characters, but Zootopia has a wide range of supporting characters. Judy's parents, Bonnie and Stu Hopps, are carrot farmers. They are very worried about Judy, seeing as how Zootopia is filled with predators, and she's just a rabbit, but they're still very proud of her. Chief Bobo is the buffalo who is the chief of the ZPD. He doesn't respect Judy at all, and he wants nothing to do with her, since he was against putting a mammal, let alone a rabbit, on his police force. He's very tough on her, and he would like nothing more than to see her resign. Darren Lionheart is the mayor of Zootopia. He's always doing things to make himself look good in the eyes of these smaller animals, such as having a sheep as his assistant mayor, and allowing the mammals such as Judy to join the police force. Finally, we have our assistant mayor, Dawn Bellwether. She's a very kind cheat who Lionheart treats more like a secretary than an assistant. She and Judy get along very well since, as she puts it, us little guys gotta stick together. All the side characters are really great, and they work along with several other minor characters in the film to make Zootopia feel like a real city full of distinct and very unique people. Or, in this case, animals. The humor in the film is very good as well. A lot of the jokes are derived from the animals and the common traits that they carry, such as how an elephant never forgets anything, or how counting sheep helps people sleep. Even the fact that the mayor is a lion is derived from the fact that lions are king of the jungle. The best animal joke in the film though is definitely the fact that all of the employees at the DMV are sloths. Another form of humor that the film has is the fact that there are several references in this film, and several scenes that are parodies of other famous scenes from other media. Just to name a few things that are referenced and parodied, there's The Godfather, Breaking Bad, and even Disney's previous hit film, Frozen. The humor is made for children, but it's very much enjoyed by the older groups, and there are just a few jokes in there that are intended for older audiences, such as Judy and Nick's visit to the naturalist resort. Finally, let's go ahead and discuss the important thing about this film, the message that this delivers. Disney is very well known for delivering deep messages in what is, on the surface, just a simple children's film, and Zootopia is no exception at all. A lot of people have compared Judy and the way she is treated for being a rabbit as someone who is discriminated for being a woman. Judy is often criticized since a rabbit can't be a police officer. Substitute rabbit for woman, and the argument does stand up pretty well. Not only that, but being a predator in Zootopia can be compared to being a minority, because of how they are often feared and often mistrusted, even though most of them are upholding citizens who do nothing wrong. In the film, predators actually are minorities in Zootopia. They're outnumbered 1 to 9, 10%. This is especially important because of all of the recent events surrounding discrimination in real society. Whether it be events in the media such as the constant reports of violence against minorities, all of the rapidly growing feminist movements there are, and especially the recent presidential candidate Donald Trump and his numerous speeches against immigration and minorities of both race and religion, his plans to build a wall, and deporting millions of immigrants, along with all of his supporters saying things such as America should be for Americans. It is abundantly clear discrimination and racism is a huge trend right now, and it's a problem. This is all relevant, especially with social media, with trending topics like hashtag Black Lives Matter or the hashtag Gamergate scandal. Zootopia shows that even in a world where everyone supposedly lives together, there is still discrimination on various ends. The animals are all judged for very different reasons. Zootopia teaches you shouldn't judge others based on what they are, but rather who they are. Predators can be kind-hearted and helpful, while at the same time prey can be malicious and underhanded. Most importantly, Zootopia teaches you should do what you want to do no matter what. Live your dreams, achieve your goals. Don't worry about what other people say. Don't worry about what they say about who you are. Never let anyone tell you you can or can't do something because of what you were born as. In Zootopia, anyone can be anything, and that is something that is not just true for the city of Zootopia, but it's true in life. Live your dreams, accomplish your goals, be who you want to be. Overall, Zootopia is definitely cheeky. It delivers an outstandingly strong message that is relevant to the times we are in, and that it will always be relevant because no matter how much we try to change, there will always be a group out there that discriminates others. This film is enjoyable for children, and it's enjoyable for audiences of all ages, really. The humor and the references are well made, and they fit into the situation they're put in. All of the characters are so enjoyable to watch. It's great to see them come together, and it's great to see them accomplish so many things. There's one movie out there that has come out so far this year that I will recommend over any other movie. It has to be Zootopia. And it will probably be Zootopia for a very long time to come because of how well made this film is. If you've seen Zootopia, let me know what you thought of it. I would love nothing more than to have a huge conversation about this film. If you haven't seen it, then please, go see it, come back here and leave a comment. Then we can discuss it together. Either way, I really hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time, and seriously, live your dreams, people. Do what you want to do.